Welcome to Big Coast, boating, angling, and adventure on British Columbia's west coast. Subscribe, like, leave a comment below. Running the Inside Passage from Prince Rupert down through the Great Bear Rainforest. I'm Tim Milne, and this is Big Coast. It's the stuff of boating dreams, and many make the annual pilgrimage to Alaska, a true iconic on the West Coast.
Big Coast, brought to you by Bridgeview Marine, built for the West Coast. Mercury Marine, go boldly. Pacific Net and Twine, where the pros shop. Duncan B. Lodge, life is good.
The thread that binds our coastal existence together. British Columbia Inside Passage. From Prince Rupert all the way south to Bella Bella, Port Hardy, and down to Vancouver. Great times here in Prince Rupert, breaking in the new boat, some fine fishing. We've got her all loaded up here right now, ready to go Inside Passage. One of my favorite trips of the year, and we've got great weather heading all the way south. Leaving the port of Prince Rupert behind, BC Inside Passage beckons, and the first 100 miles down to Hartley Bay is unreal. Cruising out of Prince Rupert Harbor, running about 32 miles an hour, glass calm conditions, heading south to Hartley Bay down the Grenville Channel, and it could not be finer out. Forecast here, all sunshine, high pressure the next week, heading south, so can't wait to have the little northwest at our backs and get into some great Chinook fishing and boating. On a day when waters stay down, it's as nice a run as the Great Bear Rainforest has to offer. Got the boat all trimmed out, running 31, 32 into the Grenville Channel. Southbound tack to Hartley Bay. Pretty nice out, the water's down. It's clearing up as we head south. There's nice high pressure coming our way. We've been rolling the British Columbia Inside Passage on Big Coast for more than a decade, and there's no better feeling than sitting in Prince Rupert knowing you have that big southbound run ahead of you. We left Rupert, rallied down the Grenville Channel, and had beautiful water and a clean, calm run all the way down to Hartley Bay. Grenville Channel is a sweet ribbon of water, connecting North Coast to Great Bear proper. It's an unbelievable trip, and a fine southbound tack. One fine run down the Grenville Channel, just around from Promise Island and Hartley Bay. The sun is going down, but you can feel the high pressure around us. Lots of blue sky and a beautiful change of weather. Can't wait for the next week down here in the Great Bear. Perfect conditions for a run. Prince Rupert, right down here to Hartley Bay. Grenville Channel was awesome. Sun's just going down. Could not be happier than to be where I am right now. Absolutely beautiful out. Staying in my buddy Cam Hill's up the boardwalk. Can't wait to get back at her tomorrow. Hartley Bay is always a welcome port in any storm or even on a fine day. My good buddy Cam Hill taking us in, staying up at his house, hanging out in the bay and on the docks and the wharfs. It's a wonderful little town full of great people, Git-Gat traditional territory, and always a great visit.
Big Coast. Brought to you by Islander Precision Reels.
Bridgeview Marine, built for the West Coast. Simply the finest in service and sales on BC's coast. With locations in Delta, Denny Island, Sandspit, and Prince Rupert.
The West Coast never disappoints. Every day is a great day on the West Coast.
Bridgeview Marine, built for the West Coast. "5:30 a.m. Hartley Bay. Great rundown from Prince Rupert yesterday. We got a light mist in the air this morning, but no wind so far. Running down bottom end of Campania Island, 45 minutes to an hour from here, and hitting up one of my favorite Chinook tacks on the entire coast. A little breezier and rainier than I thought today, but let's see how she goes. Cannot wait to go fish Campania. Just cruising around Finn Island here outside Hartley Bay, and the fog is super thick. It's a case in point why you really have to have all your electronics working on the West Coast. Right now, running radar, autopilot, both super important on days like this for getting around safely. Got our AIS all tuned in, we can see other big boats and they can see us. And at least the water's calm, so cruising down Campania Way, taking our time. Some call it August, but the month of August can often be a big fog. Trolling Campania Island for summer Chinook salmon, Big Coast. Nice easy trip down from Hartley Bay, bottom end of Campania here. A little bit of a breeze out of the south still, but looks fishy. A few boats around, nothing but spoons today. Solo fishing's called for it. Plus they were just working up in Dundas. Well, I had a few smaller fish, but this hit was a little bit better. Oh yeah! Love that sound. It's a good fish. I think it might be better than I thought too. Oh, nice. Nice Chinook to start the day. Well, there's 4 or 5 smaller ones first, but it was a super fun fight. This fish has some other ideas. Busy morning out here at Campania. Had a bunch of fish in the north end of the tack, but moved down south here. Quite a bit of bait around. A couple hours till high slack, so hoping on the flood here we can pull in a good Chinook or two. There it is. Super good fish. Yeah, we got issues. Tow this guy out of here. We'll come to neutral, see how we do here. All right, just kick the boat back to neutral. Got the rods up. Huge amount of birds back here behind the boat. They're kind of bugging me. But that aside, pretty nice fish. Yeah, buddy. Oh. Oh yeah, acrobat. We fished out of Hartley Bay for a couple of days, and the first day I got to run down the outside of Campania, South End, one of my favorite tacks, and got into a bunch of nice Chinook. No great big hogs, but some steady action, and one of the most beautiful tacks out there.
Big Coast, brought to you by Scotty, the way to fish.
Wild and West Coast, Mercury Marine. Power, reliability, durability, groundbreaking. Manufactured for everything the coast can conjure up. Boating, cruising, trolling. Mercury Marine, Wild West Coast. Fun fish this morning in the fog. A few nice ones after the sun cracked and all the warm weather rolled back our way. Beautiful early afternoon, high slack, and looking for a couple good Chinook, just trolling spoons, 47, 57. Bottom end of Campania, doesn't get any nicer than this right here. That's a nice Chinook. Right on. So clear that water. Nice. Hey, buddy. Funny story fishing out south end of Campania. Hung up a cannonball and blew a fuse, then blew another one on the opposite rigger. So I was down to one fuse and one rigger, but the conditions were so nice, just kept trolling it out. Oh yeah. Little TR3 tug of war. Literally trolling it out here end the night before this thing hit. Down to one rod. Blew a couple fuses, didn't have any spares. So nice out though. And this is a good fish. Don't you swim under that log. Yeah. That is a nice Chinook. Best one I've tackled today. Repo the boat here, coming up onto the shallow. Get this fish out of here. Get got territory, Hartley Bay. Thanks, Cam. Oh, come on. Crazy like this. Got him hooked real nice right in the corner of the mouth. Fishing the same old silver blue coyote I've had on here for a week. Changed a few hooks up. But big Chinook love it. That's right. Back here. The weather on Campania was just fantastic. The boat running great. And man, if we didn't hit the biggest Chinook of the day, right around 30, 31 pounds, a beauty ripper with a clean release. If we wouldn't have hung in there with that one rod, no tie-e. Awesome day, South Campania, beautiful summer sunshine, great Chinook to the boat and a surprise ending. That was an awesome release. Heading back to Hartley Bay, love the Git Gat territory.
Big Coast, brought to you by GreatBearTales.com.
Pacific Net and Twine, celebrating 50 years of business on the BC Coast and Pacific Northwest. Commercial, to sport fishing, to all you need for coastal adventure. Pacific Net and Twine, where the pros shop. Fantastic break-in session on the new boat. Solid rundown from Prince Rupert to Hartley Bay. Great day fishing off Campania. And now we're gassed up and ready to head southbound. Back down the outside, roll around, right down to Aristobal, cut back through to Clemtu, and finally home to Bella Bella. Should be a great roadie. The southbound run from Hartley Bay to Bella Bella is prime BC Inside Passage, and a near always calm run down the inside of Princess Royal Island. It's Great Bear Rainforest in all its splendor, land of spirit bear, and more than 10,000 years of Indigenous history. Just ripped around Turtle Point here, coming down alongside Gill Island and into Campania Whale Channel. Blast across the North King before continuing the trip southbound. Quick pit stop here, north end of Ristabal Island, Camano Sound behind us, heading southbound. Have to make a call at Kitasoo Bay, whether to cut out of the weather and through Clemtu or head her south past McInnes. It looks pretty decent here right now, and the wind switched around out of the northwest, so southbound and down. Heading down Laredo, we had decent water, but always a tough call to make because you're coming around McInnes and some big open water in the sounds below. But Laredo looked pretty good. We skipped out on going to Clemtu and headed right down Aristobal Island. From Gitgat territory to traditional lands of the Kitasoo Nation, and southbound down into Heltzig territory. It's an incredible run, and we have the utmost respect for traditional waters of coastal First Nations. A southbound run through the rainforest, Big Coast. Well, holy, that was quite the double cross in Laredo, then Millbank Sound. Nice surf all the way into the Seaforth. Home stretch, right here, Bella Bella Cannery. Beautiful sunset, and what a great road trip.
Big Coast, brought to you by Bridgeview Marine, built for the West Coast. Mercury Marine, go boldly. Pacific Net and Twine, where the pros shop. Garmin Marine Electronics. Abu Garcia, for life. Ultra Deck Flooring, Shockwave Suspension Seats.
Thanks for watching Big Coast. Leave a comment, share a story. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Big Coast.